So I think as a woman, no matter how much you work on yourself, sometimes there's going to be men that you encounter that are just low effort, or they will test you. They'll see what they can get by with you.
Yo, what is going on, guys? Got a video for you here today from Manhood titled 90% of men have finally realized this, and that number is growing every single day. Now, today's video was suggested to me by Hadan the Mummy. I am going to leave a link to both of their channels in the pinned comments, so make sure you go and subscribe to these guys. Don't forget to leave your own comments, and let's jump right into the video.
I don't need a man, I want a man, and there's a difference. And I'm definitely not desperate to have a man. So I'm like, if you think I'm just gonna let you walk in and give me the very, very bare minimum, no. Absolutely not. And I know a lot of guys will get mad, like your standards are way too high, because I know what I deserve and I know exactly what I give. I bring so much to the table, I might as well be the table. And if you're not going to help me support the weight of that table, what is the point of having you around?
So in other words, she brings nothing to the table and she deserves absolutely nothing because of it. Nobody cares what she wants because she's made it clear that she doesn't care what men want.
Men have to work harder, bro. It's not just about putting up with the bare minimum no more.
No, hell no. And I feel like a lot of guys, like I think this is a lot of guys where they're like, oh, I'm so nice. Why doesn't like she want to go out with me? Like, bitch, we don't have to go out with you just because you're nice.
Yeah,
I hate that they expect it just because you're not like treating me like shit or cheating on me that like I should like, oh, I should bow down to you. Like, whatever, dude, that's what you should just do naturally. And if like I don't want that, then I don't want that. There's nothing wrong with you or me. I just don't want that.
The funny thing is how a lot of these women will get with dudes who are constantly cheating on them, and it's come to the point where they can't respect men who actually treat women with decency. Good men are seen as weak men, and there's no changing that for them.
So I think as a woman, no matter how much you work on yourself, sometimes there's going to be men that you encounter that are just low effort, or they will test you. They'll see what they can get by with you. Like, see if you're down for just a come over hangout. See if you're down just to get coffee. Doesn't happen to me often, but when it does, I'm instantly like icked out.
It's crazy how much these women complain and think that's somehow going to magically convince men to somehow work harder to be with women who have made it no secret that they are not capable of kindness, and their loyalty also comes with a price tag.
I'm tired of begging you. I've begged you for way too long. I've showed you all my love. I've showed you all of me. I've given you all of me. I'm done begging. I've begged way too fucking long. And I've stressed way too fucking long. I've loved you with every ounce of me, and you fucking took advantage of it.
Modern women just love to accuse men of being emotionally immature, quote unquote, right? But they don't care about how much it hurts a man when she betrays him. Men will put everything on the line for a woman they care about, but that means nothing if that woman thinks that she can do better.
I'm not begging you no more. You showed me that you could give a fuck less about me and my feelings and my heart. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna show you that I don't give a fuck about what you do, who you're with, what you're doing. I'm gonna disappear out of your life. We ain't never gonna talk again. I'm gonna do the dash and I'm never coming back. Don't try to text me. Don't try to call me. None of that shit. Because once you show me your true colors, after I've given you all of me, and you show me your true colors, and you don't do what I need you to do, as my partner, as my friend, it don't matter. If I have to beg you more than once, you gone.
What's interesting is how if a modern woman makes this threat to be out of a good man's life for good, that man will most likely be fine with her leaving him. But if a man does the same thing to a modern woman, it will drive her crazy because he's denying her the very thing that she craves in the first place.
As a man, you have to stop settling for the bare minimum. And that's on us. There's a chick who got a video that's floating around, and it's currently going viral about how her man's birthday is coming up, and she don't have a lot of money. So what she did with the money she did have was, I believe she went to get her hair did, her nails, and her feet did, and said the best gift I can give him is me looking good.
She can't even bother to give this guy any form of a present, cook him a meal, or do anything nice for him because she needs her money to get her hair done on his birthday. And the sad part is that if he doesn't shower her with praise over her present, she will make his birthday pure misery.
Like, men are not that hard to please. I would be happy with a pair of boxers, some t-shirts, and some socks, and you put it in the gift bag with some balloons, a nice card. Just show that you care. Show effort. Like, that gotta be some of the most selfish shit you could ever do. The best gift he can get is me. He already has you. I'm pretty sure you get your nails did, your feet did, your hair did every other week.
Men are not all that complicated. Most men just want some recognition and some kindness. Really not too much to ask for. But if a man makes that known, a woman will accuse him of either being insecure, a narcissist, or toxic. I mean, it's just ridiculous.
So that couldn't be a gift for him. That's you pampering yourself and coming up with any excuse to make it seem like it's okay when it's not. Stop dealing with these bare minimum women, because if you get a woman who actually likes you for you and who you are, you won't even have to worry about nothing like this. They gonna make some shit happen.
It's funny to listen to modern women complain about how men aren't willing to do the bare minimum when they're the ones who scoff at the idea of meeting a man's bare minimum by just being a nice person.
I'm gonna say something. Some of y'all aren't gonna like it, but it doesn't make it any less true. A lot of women talk about, oh, he has to earn my respect. Cool. But basic respect is not earned. It's given until it's lost. You don't talk down to a waiter before they prove themselves. You don't trash your boss until they prove leadership. Respect is the default setting. So why do some women emasculate and humiliate their partners, especially on the internet?
Women openly shame their men on the internet because they resent the guy for not being the man that she wants, and she thinks she's entitled to humiliating this man because he can't magically change himself into the man that she actually wants in the first place.
They will belittle them and then turn around and cry, oh, my man doesn't treat me like a queen. Yeah, of course he doesn't, because you don't respect him. A good man should not have to jump through hoops to be treated with decency and respect. Respect is the foundation of a relationship. And then love and trust, that's what gets built on top of it. So if you're not ready to give respect up front, I don't think you're ready for a partnership, because it kind of just sounds like you're ready for control. So you guys tell me in the comments. Respect first, and if it downgrades later, it downgrades. Or do we test first and then give respect?
One thing she gets wrong is how these women will just lose their minds when their husbands try to make them happy by bending over backwards to meet their bonkers standards, only for her to rip into him for not doing things the right way, the way she wanted it. Women like that will never actually let men win.
A real man does not tolerate or accept what others might let slide when it comes to dealing with a woman. He doesn't settle for the bare minimum. He doesn't allow you to speak to him any type of way. He doesn't allow you to disrespect him or allow her to lean on the habits that others have overlooked simply because they were too afraid to challenge her.
Standing up for yourself is the bare minimum you need for self-respect, and if a woman is willing to walk all over you and treat you like crap, then you have every right to stick up for yourself and leave, because if you don't, nobody else will.
She might be used to getting her way, confident that someone will eventually let it pass, but not him. He's been down this road before, and he's felt the sting of compromising his standards and vowed to never ever feel this way ever again. In today's world, boundaries and standards are buzzwords, often spoken about but rarely respected. Especially when it comes to men, it's almost as if we aren't allowed to have them.
We live in a world where a modern woman's expectation, no matter how outlandish by the way, are just seen as preferences that need to be respected above all else, but a man's needs are seen as evil, controlling, and toxic. Men are expected to take what they can get, and modern women are allowed to take what they want.
As if our feelings and limits are secondary. But let me tell you this, you are not being sassy for being vulnerable, honest, and real about how you feel. You are being a man, a real man. Stand firm on that truth, sir. Protect your peace, sir. Honor your boundaries, sir. And never apologize for demanding the respect you give so freely.
It's insane how we live in a world where men are pretty much blamed for everything, and the second they try to say something, we're just labeled as hateful bigots. There's nothing wrong with a man wanting some respect and some peace from the woman that he cares about, but according to modern women, he's asking too much.
It's funny to be a man in today's world. Like, the expectations for men today are ridiculous. And I know a lot of women are going to be like, what, the bare minimum's too much for you? You just can't meet the bare minimum? I mean, you don't really want to go down that path of talking about what the bare minimum is, because y'all don't even know what the bare minimum is. Y'all move the goalposts every single time. A man starts doing things for you, you call that the bare minimum and move the goalposts and expect him to do a whole lot more. Then all of a sudden, that's the bare minimum.
It's crazy to me how doors, flowers, text messages, and all of this other crap seems to be getting more and more extreme when it comes to the bare minimum. Pretty soon, if a man isn't showing up at her front doorstep with imported chocolates and designer shoes, then he's not going to be doing the bare minimum.
But we won't talk about all that. No, what's actually comical is when I make a video talking about how I just really am not feeling the whole dating thing. Like, I go out with somebody and then I have to force myself to go out with them again because I feel like I'm only interrupting my peace. I'm actually happy within myself and being alone that I don't want to interrupt the things that I'm doing in my life. And it's very difficult to find a woman that can make your life that much easier, that can bring value and more to your life than what you already have. Because if they're not bringing more, what the hell's the point?
When men talk about wanting a woman to add value into his life, he's seen as a slave driver. But when a modern woman says the exact same thing, then she's seen as a queen who knows her worth. The double standard is not only out of hand, it's also out of line. But anyway, guys, we're going to be leaving today's episode there. As always, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you are new here. Drop a comment, and I will see you all in the next one. Make sure you take care of yourselves. Peace.